So we got ourselves a weird team for the YouTube side. We do have a protection paladin, but I don't know how we got a protection paladin, but he's gonna go last just to make sure for dampening, right? So again, I didn't mean to, boys. I told Warthros, like, hey, can you ask the guy if he wants to go red? He didn't go red, so it's gonna be Warthros as a hit shaman first versus Pedro Liz. Gonna go from Goldrin. Warthros actually taking quite a bit of damage in the opener, and Warthros, I believe, is still playing rank 3 blood of the enemy, taking huge bleed damage in the opener. Gonna go for that Ascendance. Pedro popping in a wall right now, trying to see if he can just take up this damage. Huge thunder coming out. Zapparas does not really have a lot of defenses left, walling up. Maledic rolling on the guy, does have himself safe to trick and proc it in, but Pedro actually the damage is turning around on the guy in that Ascendance. Shaman is actually running out of steam, trying to get as much damage in. Pedro does take him out in the end. That is so unfortunate for Zappathorus. That is so unfortunate how it comes down for enhancement shamans. He tried his blood of the enemy strat, dude. Dude, they need to make shamans tankier. I think you have to play like tank trinkets as shaman enhancement if you want to have any viability, man. That's just so unfair. It feels so unfair, man. That feels dirty. But that's gonna be Warthros team with Shanks. We also got Marco as we saw Vices, and we got Kent DPS in here. Let's see how well he can do DPS. He's Outlaw too, actually. On Pedro's team, we got a Vexatic. We got ourselves Commerce Report, Demoniac hanging in the back, as well as Astri. I want to call you Astri, I guess. We'll do it the easy way, yeah? Pedro took one win at the very start. It wasn't a hit with Shaman. Very unfortunate. I feel like this is where Zap needs to go and maybe trinket the opener by the Feral and hit him with a Panda Racial. Then maybe hit him with a stun and then do some damage. Maybe see if you can force a trinket out of the guy or something. You know what I mean? I think you have to do something different. You have to not let the Feral get the bleeds up and running. I think that's the only way to beat him, is to make sure not to let him get the bleeds. I think next time might be the way to do it, but the enhancement shamans doesn't have it easy. It's gonna be an opener by Ken DPS. Roll themselves a decent buff for energy, but not the most amount of damage. Huge damage onto Ken DPS though. That Thorn's actually just shredding him in the opener. He barely took a hit. And I think it was double crucible, maybe out of the druid. Try to see if he can get a cheap shot. Still Thorns are up and oh my goodness. What? What's up, guy? Guy, did you see what happened to Ken DPS? That dude got murked. What? Did he have no health? Did he have no gear? Is he like literally fresh 120? He was wearing like some... Look, if you look at his shoulders, he is wearing like some leveling shoulders and leveling chest. Was he literally fresh 120? Oh my god. Wait, I don't think that's transmo gear. I think that's his actual gear. I think it's a quest item. Oh my god. He got murked. Pedro just popped thorns and the man melted. Marco, I think, is going to be up. Nope, not Marco. It is going to be Shanks. And Shanks is just going to sit out here for a second. Just going to wait it out. We'll see if Shanks has himself easy time, man. But Pedro already got 2 kills on his belt. Did Zap dirty. And now did Can DPS super dirty. What was that? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That was insane. That rogue was like 54k life. Was it really? I didn't even see, man. I thought it was open. I know, right? He opened up and then he was at 10%. I don't know what happened, but he got melted. Gonna be Pedro getting opened up on by Shanks. Hoping to maybe wait until the kidney shot comes out. Gonna be a trinket out of the bear bash with an Azeroth beam onto Pedro. He trinkets to interrupt the Azeroth beam. Shanks popping in evasion. That's gonna be a Maledic rolling into Pedro. He does have himself thorns. Cloaker shot is coming out for Shanks. And try to maintain the poison on Pedro as best as possible. It's going to shadow step to him. Sprint right after Pedro is actually a little bit on the ropes. Blind to follow. Does not have a trinket. If Shanks has any more damage from here on, he might stand a chance. But a meme beam? We haven't seen the meme beam in quite a while. That's an interesting opener. But it did force a trinket out of Pedro. So if Shanks still has Vendetta, he might actually stand a chance here. That's going to be a kidney shot. Does he go for Vendetta? That is going to be a full Vendetta. Perfect opportunity. Pedro has no defenses for this either. Is going to get himself Superman. Going to be a cheap shot into another Garona to Pedro. He's actually out of options. Same chicken. Brock it out right now. Shanks getting hit with a Maledic right here. Does not have a cloak shot as for this. Pedro getting a bash onto Shanks with a big bite. Reversal onto Shanks. Save to chicken brocking with thorns up and running. Shanks actually just have to wait out those thorns for a second. Otherwise, he's probably going to kill himself. Shadow step and that's still another bite out of Pedro. What is going on? He's just melting these rogues. He must be playing the Iron Jaws build where you maim or something. I don't know how his bites are so... What is going on? Looks like Marco is going to be up next from KT, dude. Let's try to see if he can maybe do a little bit of a run. Not going to let Pedro get an auto duel. Faked him out for a second, but did get him out of stealth. That's all he wanted. Want to make sure the Feral does not get in the opener. Stormbolt coming out right now as he's just obliterating him. Oh my god, the huge rampages. War Stomp cycle to follow. He might just shrink it out of it to land the execute. He does not. Pedro's still walking out of his RP walking right now. He's still going to get executed. Oh my god, Marco did him super dirty after Pedro just completely... Oh my god, Pedro, after the damage you did to all these other dudes, I gotta take a shower. That's gotta be Karma G-Port up next. Karma is gonna be using the Rock Boy by the looks of it. Touch of Death right now onto Marco right now. Is he gonna pop a defensive forehead? Trying to think to deny as much. Oh, he barely took a damage with a Touch of Death. Stormbolt onto Karma with a Karma to follow. Marco might have to go for Enrage Regen. He does have a Mally rolling on him right now. Try to see if he can slow Karma G-Port by a little bit. Is going to have to go for a little bit of self-heal. Needs to hit one of the images. No! He just got melted there. And last one left is Vices. A protection paladin, boys. We'll see if a prop paladin can do anything at all in this duel. He is going last, so the empathy is going to be quite high. But, you know, at least he's going to get a chance, right? No Karma available for Karma G-Port. Just kind of booping him around. Judgment's doing quite a bit of damage with Crucibles right after. Is Karma actually going to go down to a prot? Wings are up. He actually scores himself a kill. Wait a second. Could Santa Claus be the man that the Team Blue needed? The man to come back from all the Hordes. Astrid is going to pop Wings himself. Trying to get quite a bit of a setup. Going to be a Hodge onto the Red Paladin. They're going to trick it out of it. That's going to be a defensive for Vices with a Dwarven Racial as well. Trying to keep it slow onto Astrid as they do have a Shield of Vengeance. Going for the Crucibles back to back with quite hefty judgments. I feel like he's playing for a trait where the higher his health is over the enemy, the more damage his judgments do. So maybe he might be able to play it out to the full playstyle of a tank Paladin, forcing a bubble out of Astrid through Seraphim. Wait, this man actually got some damage. What is going on? Is he going to be the man to win? Everybody with this high dampening at the end. Astrid took quite a bit of damage. No wings for them for a bit. And Vices might have wings this time. It's a very interesting setup. As long as he maintains his health percentage higher than Astrid, the Judgment should be able to do quite a bit of damage. And as you can see, he's actually doing quite a lot. The armor he gets for this is quite huge. Astrid, however, does do holy damage, so that should go through armor fairly well. But another Hodge coming down, he gets those Hodges faster than the Red Paladin, bashing him with shield, throwing judgments left and right. Does he have enough here? Astrid might just have to go for a bop here. He's actually even going to save him, trying to get himself a self-heal here and there, kind of backpedaling a little bit. I think he just completely outclassed as Vices is trying to get as much holy damage into Astrid, sinking into some of those judgments. Going to be a Hodge onto Santa Claus for a second. It looks like Christmas is not coming early here. If he goes down right now, you have to make sure he delivers the presents to all the good boys and girls. Get himself a nice little crown right now with shield as Seraphim comes back, and Vex, it looks like he's going to be up next. Let's try to trade judgments immediately in the opener. Try to get the damage on the Vex with a Hodge to follow. He just Hodged the guy, and now he has a second Hodge available. Wings are up and running for Vices. Does get a silence on the Vex, and actually is going to force him down from not being able to cast a portion of his spells. Shield of Vengeance coming up for Vex. Vices still got damage rolling right now. Vex, Shield of Vengeance, trying to see if he can maybe get a Shield of Vengeance with Wings, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He got a Wings up and running. Maybe the shield will pop. Vices giving himself bubble right now from the Guardian. What is it? The Guardian of Forgotten Queen. And he's just going to chase after Vex. He's just going to bubble all the damage. Another Hodge. Force the chicken out of Vex. That's 2 Hodges in like, what, 30 seconds or something? What is that? Vex getting Maladric rolling into Vices. Save the chicken coming out of Vex. Does go for a Meme Beam, getting interrupted on a Meme Beam immediately. Vices popping. I think Argent Defender is the ability called here. I'm not even sure. Vex having to bubble with the regenerating, and Vice is just gonna have to go for a little bit of a self-heal. Flashlights are coming out. Will this Prop Pally actually come back? I've never seen Prop Pallies doing any kind of damage prior. That's gonna be Wings for Vex. Does have the health advantage over Vices, so Vice is actually gonna be behind on damage for a bit, but he got a Hodge out of nowhere, dude. He's pulling them out of his sack of gifts, man. He's got Hodges for Vex, dude. That's all he gets this Christmas. What is this, dude? 9 minutes and 24% dampening. Vice is not looking all that good. Booping Vex out of there, actually. Just booping him back and forth. Silence on a Vex for a second. Trying to turn this around. He is super low health on damage, but so is Vex. Vex does have Blessing of Protection if things ever go bad. Vice has normal bubble and Blessing of Protection as well if things also go bad. Dropping a Conjugation on the guy. Trying to recover a little bit of heals while dampening is not super high. Shield of Vengeance is up for Vex, and Vices is going to send a couple of Crucibles in. Bubble coming out for Vices right now. Now this is actual real bubble. Bob coming out for Vex, trying to avoid as much damage as he can from the holy damage from Vices, dropping down Consecration on top of the guy. He's going to walk out of it. Not like it really does anything damage-wise. It really is a defensive for Vices more than anything. Wings are up and running for Vex, and Vices is going to boop him into a Hodge right after, just trying to maintain himself in Consecration, because it does give him a flat damage percentage decrease. I think it's like 9% damage, and Vex goes down to the Prot Pally God, not letting the rogue restyle. Demonic getting a road onto Vices. Vices, all he has is a blessing of protection if things really ever go bad. Mally rolling onto Vices right now. He's gonna have to start healing through it ASAP, but maybe he might be able to get some damage on Demoniac as well. Vices, actually, Sacred Chicken coming down right now, gonna be belted by Demoniac, and Vices might just have to blessing of protection here if possible. Hodge onto Demoniac. Bob coming out onto Vices, trying to maintain himself the best as he can. Flashlight coming out. Demoniac trying to go for a blind, but the blessing of protection is there. Trying to chase under Demoniac right now. Shadow stepping past him into a smoke bomb. Vices looking to maybe catch himself a little bit of reset. Demoniac trying to maintain the poison of Vices the best possible as Vices trying to recover. Seraphim is up and running, has a lot of secondary resources, trying to keep a Consecration on the ground. Demonic, all he needs is maybe a Shadow Step interrupt onto Vices and he'll be good to go. Looks like the dots actually reflecting back from Vices as holy damage back to Demoniac. So the longer this game goes on, the worse it's going to get. Sab does not sit long enough at all. Vices dropping on Consecration before that kitten shot, flatly reducing the damage. Demoniac does him, actually having to back up. Hit Judgment coming out with a shield right after getting thrown out. Vices popping in extra defensive, as well as a Dwarven Racial just to take off all those bleeds. He's actually just taken up completely. It looks like Demoniac trying to see if he can catch himself full reset. Sap into Vices, does not have any dots anymore, has an extra bubble coming up. Is Demoniac aware of it? Hodge coming out, Demoniac, how did he see the guy out of nowhere? Hit him with a Hodge, Seraphim up and running, tried to shield slam him down. Judgment's going back to back, could maybe bubble himself out. I don't think he actually can. Demoniac is super low in health. He put dots on the Paladin, but those dots are reflected back as holy damage. Judgment slamming Demoniac as he's trying to escape out of here. Is the Grinch, he's all green and all, gonna be able to escape? No! Christmas is saved, boys! Christmas is coming to Azeroth in 2020. It looks like Vices came back as the hero we all needed. Santa Claus is back in town, boys. What was that? Well, if anything, it was thematic. It's a little silly having tanks in duel, dude, but no tanks, okay? Tanks? No thanks. Alright, no tanks, boys. No more tanks. No more tanks. That's just one time. One time. Oh my god. I actually, you know what? I know it's unfair because he's literally a tank, but that man does quite a bit of damage, to be honest. Right? He actually does quite a bit of damage. He played through all the dampening, and he's Santa Claus.